Explore new ways to tune into your music with Spotify Premium. Smart Shuffle adds recommendations into your playlist to show you new sounds. Or you can make music a shared experience when you host a jam, where you and your friends can add songs and listen in together. Tap the banner to learn more.
Yeah, plop throughout my hair. Yearning, be more than friends. Boy, the boy, pick up poo, pick a little bamboo's gonna lay my way to you. Baby, since the last time we spoke.
Okay, chat, I'm back. Hi. Let me pause the music and get my earbuds in. Where are my earbuds? What did I put them? Okay, I found them. Have COVID. I hope you get better soon, Midori. Wait, COVID is still a thing? I low-key forgot about it. I didn't know COVID was still actually a thing people got. Anyway, back over here.
이번에 읽어줄 동화책은 이것으로.
I want to get through at least another 4 nodes today. Cesara's directions leads to an empty lot in the back streets. The hell is this now? Isn't like the tight alleyways of the back streets I know. What's this huge empty lot doing here? Right? Weird. It's rare to see this much real estate going used in the back streets. There are a bunch of banners hanging by the ceilings for some reason too. Ms. Foss and I will converse with the person in charge. The rest of you assess the situation in the meantime. Don't start any trouble. Don't start too much trouble until we return. Do I need ring fuzz make ring glue good? I mean, not really, but he is way better once you get another few ring IDs on your team. Because then you can activate his skill 3 too way earlier. Their grind does not stop. Does someone take my headache? I mean, I would Midori, but I also have a headache, so I can't. Hope you get better soon, though. You need IB. You be what, Ducky? Yeah, you be profen all night, huh? This OST makes me cry. Hi, Cromer. I haven't honestly listened to that much of Canto VII's soundtrack yet. Obviously, since I just started the fucking Canto. No one profans it better than I do. That's very true, Ducky. You're the best profaner ever. In fact, we could say you're the Profenheimer. Thou mayest place thy faith in us. He's given up on this. Let me hope that we won't be getting into any trouble without him.
자, 그럼
Well, let's see what we're working with here. The empty lot was surrounded by all kinds of warning signs and perimeter tapes, deterring anyone from haphazardly wandering inside. When we reached out to grab the tapes and duck under them, dude, hey, dude! Voice rang out, stopping us in our tracks. Yeah? I mean, what? Alright, I'd be nice as it does seem like you guys know what you just walked into. This place is off limits, okay? Off limits. Fixers only, like me and the rest of the people gathered here, yeah? F-I-X-E-R-S. Civilians aren't allowed in the operation grounds. Jeez, these beaker folks sure are sloppy with their perimeter job.
잠깐만.
Oh, no, so what is that title once again? Simple. Sucking bloodsuckers. What is there to explain in the title? Also, how y'all like my thumbnail making skills? Wait, why did you look at me when you said that? Why? Oh, thou art concerned for our safety? No worries, good man, no worries. Fixers we may not be, but the daring hearts of justice that burn within thee is just as bright as our own. Forsooth, we are prepared to brave death to see it. We are profaning it to blood fiends. Correct, Ducky, that is the only correct statement. Yes, we profane to blood fiends. Hey, do you have any idea what you're walking into? Hark! We arrived here on a contract, just as you. The contract for the eradication of La Mancha land. I could practically hear everyone in the empty lot turning around to look at us. The looks on their eyes could hardly be described as friendly. In fact, their alarm at our arrival was palpable. That's when one of the fixers, wielding a massive weapon, strode in our direction. Oh shit, my phone's about to die again. Hold on, chat. Let me quickly put it on the charger. Okay, I'm back. I think my internet is 100% better. Let me check one more time to be sure. Yep. We are back on top, gang. Internet is undead now. It unkilled itself. You're here for the hunt? You twerps? Oh man, silly me. I forgot to do maintenance for my weapons. I don't have time for this. I guess I'll go take care of that now. Bye. The obnoxious guy who was clearly way in over his head hurried away when the giant of a fixer stomped his way into the conversation. And the other fixers shook their heads as though they knew it was about to happen. You're clearly not fixers from an association. Obviously not from anyone from an office of even passing renown. How many more of these small-time freeloaders are we gonna take on? Accept any more of them and we'd end up having to split an on of that reward money between us. We're already getting these bloody tossers draining for a fight, eh? Anyone else profaning it to blood fiend iron? Me, I am Ducky, me. I'm gonna say this once, the cum tree is real. The cum tree! The cum tree is real! Also, hi, Encore. Wait, there we go. Emblems on the guards patently say Fang Count office, yet to hunt Fangs has to mean... You haven't seen one of them in person before? Really? Seen what? Blood fiends. Blood fiends? Wait, we're dealing with blood fiends in this contract? We were not informed of any blood fiend involvement in this contract. Would you look at that? No, nothing amateurs, all of them. Makes my blood boil to watch idiots like you rushing to have a contract just for the promise of some cash and fame. Not only do you get in the way of the hunt, but you also really spoil the fun of this activity. They with 2 hands, sis. I am Ducky. I'm not profaning. Say what? What's so wrong with keeping your eye on the money?
로저 씨,
Rodia,
아마도
I don't think they're
이자들은
here just for the
토벌
contract
형사이길래
rewards.
이 사건
Yes.
자체에 특별한
This seems to
의미를
hold a
부여하는
special
자들.
meaning to them. Fool is
단순히
driven by
돈으로
the greed are
움직이는
much more
자들보다
troublesome to deal with
골치
than some
아픈
simpletons motivated by money.
별기를 상대하는 게
I
뭔지
refuse to take
알지도
part in an
못하는
operation
놈들과
alongside these idiots who don't even know what it's like to deal with blood
다
fiends.
커.
STFU.
무시하려고 해도
As much as I would like to avoid entertaining you amateurs, I'll admit that curiosity has gotten the better of me. What did she just say to me?
쳐라.
Shut the
허세가
fuck up, you
가득한
arrogant son of...
쳐라. 허세.
It was, shut that flap hole, ugly.
이번엔 속마음이 좀 더 들어가신
Looks like you let a
모양이네요.
bit of your personal feeling breathe into that
하지만
interpretation.
그런 단축도
But
마음에
yours wasn't
드는
half
거.
bad.
아무튼
Anyway,
저희도
this isn't our
형이라면
first blood fiend
많이는
contract,
아니지만
you know?
나름
It may not be
상대해봤고
much, but we've dealt with them before. We don't deserve to get talked down to by you like that. Not one of us.
적어도 전투에서만큼은.
Speaking of blood, someone's getting pegged. Can it be me? Can I be the one getting pegged? Please, please, I want it. Please, 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 pretty please, with the cherry on top. At least when it comes to fighting.
다
Great
좋았는데.
comeback, but I'm docking a few
한번
points for that
끈질렸어야 해?
hesitation there.
별기와 싸워본 경험은 있다는 건가?
Well, since your first
그럼
rodeo, eh?
솜씨 한번 볼까?
Show me what you've got. Let's see if you're all
어줍잖은
talk or if you're
놈들은
real hunters ready for the
진짜
real
사냥꾼.
deal. Back off.
토벌하러
Pepper
들어가기도 전에
spray.
여기서
No,
힘내야
I
돼?
want to be
다
pegged.
허락
Come here.
받고 왔다니까.
What, mate? Are we really doing this here? Before we even start putting there? I'm telling you, we've got permits and
너무
everything.
걱정은 마라.
Don't be a baby.
발다리 정도만
I'll hurt you just
적당히
enough to send you home
부러지게
crying. Will a broken arm and a leg
만들어야지.
convince
집으로
you?
돌아가는 열차를 타면서 우리에게 고마워해라.
You'll thank us on your train home.
별기에게
I'd say an
미친
arm and a leg
길
are much more
빨아먹히는 것보다
acceptable losses than
이
getting your
편이 더
blood
나을
brutally
테니.
drained by a blood fiend. I wish I was getting my blood drained by a blood fiend. You don't get to say no, Ducky. Come here.
마음 둘 안.
Uh,
아비들도 매번 이런 식이었다. 지금 그대는 내 깃대만 어디까지 잘해줬지. 각오했을지.
I'm pretty sure I can just win Nate through these water fights. They don't look like they're gonna be much of a threat. Chat, what's your
이제
favorite
어떡하지
melody
같은
song
시시한 말은 하지
out of
마.
the first 6
그
cantos?
말, 해야 할 일은
I'm gonna be ring too soon. I remember that you're making the cosplay, Duck. It looks
어디에서도
really
볼
good.
수 없을 색채로.
이제 싱 수에서 벗어났나?
어중간한
The
예술.
strongest flex I like. So fucking
물어뜯어
soon.
고칠 수밖에.
Can you be fucking me soon?
다 법을 이제야 좀 이해해.
Wait. Sanbo, why did you change your profile picture to Donkey Jose wearing a fucking propeller hat? Also, where's his big lollipop? Her big lollipop. I never mind, I saw it. Big lollipop. No, yes. Yes, Ducky, come fuck me.
놈에게 덤빈다. 사고될 시간이다. 대가를 모습이라도 보여줄
훌륭한
생각.
단말만이야. 훌륭한 단말만이야.
보여드려야겠군요. 왜냐면 예술.
Chat, why can't we command Virgilius? This is bullshit.
조토.
감상은
역시
어떤가요?
모가지를 분질러야 조용해지는 걸. 저 도야지 같은 새끼들.
I want English one like that for me. How about you make me one like that for you?
나쁘지 않고.
We're just lazy. That's really why he's just too lazy to fight. Shut! No!
여기 심장이. 모분조토.
I'm horny and pouty now. Someone's gonna do something about it.
어디에서도 볼 수
It's
없을
either gonna be
색채로.
you or me.
저희 영감을
on
일깨워
hold.
주시는군요.
Is that
하지만
blood I see,
슬슬
Ducky?
물리는
Virgilius upscale.
근처에 융수염이라는 군 거를 파는 곳 있나? 이건. 그럼 오늘
약지에 감긴 세 바퀴의 반지는
Okay, now we're on
마에스트로가 되기
7-4.
위해
I want to get
인정받은
to at
자료.
least like
설레네요.
maybe 7-7 is enough for me today. If we get to like 10, I'll be happy.
마음 들 안 하고들 시간이다. 나비들도 매번 이런 식으로
Blood? Yep.
지금 내 기쁨을 잠재.
어중간한 예술은 물어뜯어 고칠 수밖에. 임파스터.
그딴 컨디션으로 퍼 놈에게 덤빈다라. 데카당스식 예술이라.
Where's Blood? Look at Ducky's message. Sanbo. Look at Ducky's chat. I'm gonna speed up this battle because wait, I'm not gonna just sit here and watch them fight.
무파법을 이제야 좀 이해했군.
저기가 찌릿해.
보여드려야겠군요.
예술적이네요.
예술을.
Yeah, I've only got like an hour and a half more to stream, so we're probably not gonna hit 5 hours total today,
역시
sadly.
물가지를 군질러야
어디까지 가고
조용히
있을지.
저 소야지 같은 새끼.
Maybe a minute ago.
마지막으로 남길 말?
Chat, what's your favorite Millie song? You never answered. Mine's In Hell We Live
나쁘지
Lament.
않아요.
I mean, Fly Broken Dih is definitely top 3, but it's not first. So I'd have to go with Fly Broken Dih, Compass, then In Hell We Live Lament. Hero.
무아뭉쳐.
I'm assuming that's Canto 7's song, Sanbo.
역시
그대는
모가지를
어디까지
군질러야
가고
Purely because Don Quixote is always always yapping about some heroism type shit. Did someone say tibia? Rah!
여기 심장이.
Ducky, no one said tibia. What are you schizo? Are you schizzing out, Ducky?
나쁘지 않고.
No one said tibia. You're losing your mind. I think you're going a bit noony. Mods, put Ducky in a rubber room.
Go on all. 하지만 슬슬 물리는군. 근처에 융수
도대체 그런 변신 기술은
Your
듣도 보도 못한 기술을
transformations, I
쓰는군.
must say, I haven't seen anything like it before.
이 정도면 혈기 들이고
Is
먹어
that enough of a
주사를 만들
demonstration
정도는
for
되냐?
you, you twit?
그래, 이 정도면
Fine, I'll admit, you've got some
인정할 수밖에
skill.
어,
Oh, you're not half bad. We always welcome some
제 몫을
cooperation
할 줄 아는 해결사는
with fellow
언제나
fixers
환영이지.
who can carry their own weight.
잊어보니 너희 전에 워프
Hey, I
승강장 앞에서
recognize you.
떠들던 개들이구나.
I saw you guys busily
되게
chatting
바빠
way
보인다.
back at the warp train platform. My
나는
name's Romeo, by the way.
싸우는데 뒤에서 구경하고 있었던 건가?
We just sat there and watched as your men were out here fighting.
처음부터 구경했던 건 아니고.
Yeah, but the fight was already underway when I got here. I doubt I've been able to talk them out of it. Besides, I had the feeling that you guys could hold your own against my man. So please, allow me to ask for your understand. I bit my tongue.
조금 예민한 거지.
They're not bad people, they're just on edge. Anyone would be after what they've gone through and their struggles against the blood fiends.
이해하오. 그런 존재를 사냥하다 보면
You have my
많은
understanding.
것에 의구심을
Hunting
품을 수밖에
entities
없을
who-
테니.
Such as those who lie beyond the can must plant seeds of doubt in many a heart of man.
사실 나도 얘들 의견에
Right, and I
부분적으로는
do agree
동의해.
with them, at least
토벌
partially.
상대에 비해서
The bar set by P
기사와
Corp and the
하나를
Hana
빼서 내건
Association for
토벌
Fixers
참가 조건은
participating in this contract
지나칠
is
정도로
shockingly
불분명히
low and
없죠.
indiscriminate.
나였다면 그런
If it were
식으로
up to me, I
조건을
would have set
맞춰서
a more
모집하진
more
않았을
strict
거야.
set of conditions. His friendly smile faltered slightly as he gestured around the empty lot.
저쪽 천막 주위를
Look around,
둘러봐.
over there by the
뭘
command tent.
알고서 온 놈들이
Just one look at who
있긴
we're working with, and I'm sure
이런 건
it'll become plenty
전문가에게
clear that they
맡기는
don't
게
know
제일
what
안전했을
they're walking
텐데
into.
말이야.
You should have hired only the professionals to take on this contract. Around the command tent? Man, you know, honest stories, the assholes will die someday. True, true, Sir Clocks. Also, hi, welcome back. How have you been? I've been pretty well, to be honest. My internet died though for like a majority of the time I normally stream, which is kind of sad. So that today I can only stream like 3 hours instead of my normal 5, or my new normal 5, I should say. Wait, is Red Gaze here? Red Gaze, you here? I don't think he is. Red Gaze, where are you? Come back. I mean, he's on Limbus right now, so I don't think he's like actively watching stream. We all simultaneously turned to look at the large, noisy tent.
여러분들 봤어?
Wow, chat, is this for real? There's a huge brawl at the entrance. It's real amateur hour out here, you guys. Can you believe that I gotta stand shoulder to shoulder with these idiots for the contract? Hold the fuck on. Is he a streamer? He/she, I don't know what the hell is he doing? Hagortis doesn't know what streaming is. That means I can spoiler things. I mean, if I find out it's a spoiler, I'm still gonna ban you for or mute you for like 20 minutes, Sanbo. I'm fine, just EP. Get some sleep, Sir Clocks. Yes, Blue Hair's a streamer. He's copying me! In the distance, we saw some guy running his mouth and striking several exaggerated dramatic poses at a tiny device. Most likely a camera of sorts. No. We have all had experience with someone like him in the past. That guy reminds me of a certain someone. He is taking pics like that guy, Siegfried. I forgot, who is Siegfried again? Oh yeah, the guy from the warp train, the first time we went there. The guy that handed us our asses. I remember now. Don Quixote's idol, I'm pretty sure. He ran around for a while, visiting every corner of the empty lot, trying to get every detail in the frame, and suddenly started striding towards us. Hello, yes, you guys over there. Hast thou called upon us? Do you mind loitering around somewhere else? Sure, you're getting in the way of my viewers, guys. But you're literally in our way, guy. Siegfried wasn't even connected to our planes at all. Are y'all sure? I'm pretty sure it was at the station or something. I don't remember where, but I know we fought him before. Hold on. Siegfried Limbus. Let me see if I'm thinking of the right guy. Okay, Corp guy, Siegfried, yeah? Y'all are right, it was K-Corp, not Warp Trains. I'm dumb. He whipped his attention back to the camera as though he was pretending not to hear what Ishmael said. Or if he decided that her words weren't worth entertaining. Oh, you wanna know what I am? Hold on to your seats, guys. I'm at the back streets of District 16. Yep, where K-Corp is. One K-Corp ampule. Yeah, a loser. Why is he a loser, Ducky? Oh yeah, remember the P-Corp 150 vintage semi-permanent canned ice cream unboxing and review live stream? Yep, the very same. Unfortunately, I'm not here to eat ice cream today. So, I've been meaning to ask, where's that fella been talking to? The heck's he doing? I think he's talking to his viewers who are watching his show. Chat, who from the LCB is an unk that wouldn't know about streaming? We know for sure Otis, and I thought Gregor was like 20. How old is he? How old is Gregor? Limbus. No, he is above 30. I'm gonna offer my cat another sacrifice. She's getting rowdy. Stop feeding your cat so much, Ducky. You're gonna turn her fat. You're gonna make her fat. Damn, Gregor's above 30? Unk, 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 unk. Everyone point and laugh at the unk. Virgilius, oh, Virgilius 100% doesn't know about live streams. But I thought Ryosho is on the younger side, isn't she? How would Ryosho be unk? It appears that he's the host of a certain show. It has been reported that in certain parts of the city, a new culture of live streaming via those cameras has been on the rise. What a rude piece of work. Don't let him get you down, kiddo. What? What a... Huh? What a glorious day it is. Behold, this man is Sir Camel of Zinc Association West. His name is honored as one of the top 10 up-and-coming new generation fixers returning the October issue of Fixers Monthly, one of the big three fixer magazines of the city. You want to fucking die? She'll eat the earth if she... Your cat is not on that timing, Ducky. There is no way she gets that mad. Don't give her a sacrifice this one time and see how bad she gets. You know what? Record the vid for me because I love kitties. That's kitties with a T, not kiddies with a D. I'm not Epstein. There's no Raddy party. I know we say this every single time, but most people don't know what... never mind. How? Have you not hearkened when I shared the news of grave significance aboard the bus? Hath none of you heeded mine words? Are you mad? Why would I listen to you when I can nap instead? Such haranguing over a winding path. Suffer caused of sickness on the road, Miss Don Quixote. The grumbling sinners clearly existed outside Don Quixote's world. She was breathing very heavily, a look of admiration clear on her face. I for one did not imagine even in my wildest dreams that I should be shaking hands with Sir Camel in person. Of course, no one shook hands or exchanged the simplest of pleasantries with Camel just yet. I bet I can beat your cat in a 1v1, Ducky. Slime versus Kitty. Who wins? Oh God, you didn't like it so much. What is your kitty doing now, Ducky? Is she like some demon cat climbing on the roof or some shit? So embarrassing. Do you really have to clown around with that thing while on a mission? Wow! Hey chat, look! Allow me to introduce you all to Paula from the Sway Association. She'll be my sidekick in this mission. Oh, that's a girl, fuck! I gave her a dude voice. Mommy. We love girls in armor here, yes. Listen, I'm not your sidekick. As you can probably tell from her outfit, she's a fixer from the West, just like me. The association sometimes sticks me with sidekicks like her against my will for some contracts. A joint operation, you know? Oh yeah, totally. I know I really shine when I work alone, but what can I do? But I do what the higher-ups tell me to do, you get it, right? Well, why don't you say hello to my dear fans anyway, Miss Paula? Oh, a collaboration of the Zinc and Sway, two formidable forces together as one. She's chasing me. She's gonna rip my hearts out. Ooh, there is no way. Ducky, pull out your phone recorder. Show me the vid. I need to see Kitty. I think she's tearing up. What great, grand, glorious, grand, blood-pumping feeling this is. My heart pounds madly as though it explodes nigh. The great figures I had previously seen only through recordings, through books, through figurines, are here before me in the flesh, conversing and happening right before mine eyes. Do you know most of the fixers here then, Don Quixote? If a fixer hath been featured in one of the magazines I'm subscribed to, then verily. Right, if that's the case, and if everyone here really are all fixers, then she probably knows who that person is too, right? Person who's been staring daggers at us this whole time. And who are they over there? The group of fixers who have been staring at us for a while. Ah, allow me to observe. Hath the reputation already preceded us? To be recognized by mere sight. 'Tis a joyous conundrum indeed. 'Tis precisely why that I must graciously bow out from that special feature on that front page of the paper. I may have a few gaps in my knowledge. 'Tis probable that they are from a small upstart office that hath only recently registered itself. But 'tis clear from their fashion in which they are garbed that they hail from the east. What a relief. Conveniently, I recognize who they are. Why, they? Thou recognizest a fixer whom I do not, for truth? Marcels, come on, man. Don't look back at them. We have been looking at each other for a while. There's no reason for me to avert my eyes. Man, that's what most people would call a staring contest. That's rude, so let's just... they're all walking towards us. Should we wave at them or something? Crap, then yeah, let's stare right back at them again. Let's at least not come off like we're scared of him. Yeah, confidence. Ducky, I promise you that the kitty is not that mad. There is no way. You know they were then here in distance, right? Yep, they're right in front of us. Bloody hell, don't look away, lad. Eyeball him right back. We don't want to get caught unawares if we're about to get into fisticuffs. Oi, lads, have you got business with us or what? Huh? What's with that grin on your face? I didn't know I'd be introducing her to everyone so soon. Please say hello to my little sister, GX Zichon. What? That's Zichon? Little sister? Little sister? I must not recognize you. Last I remembered, you're only up to my knees in height. That's because I was a child the last time you saw me. And here I was wondering what kind of impressive shenanigans you were preparing for since you left home. This is it? Is this all you've managed to build of your own faction? You're not my faction, Zichon. Come on, let me introduce you to them. I'll start here. This is Mr. Gregor. Say hello. Yo. Don't be shy. My name's Forget it. Don't have time for this. GX Zichon gave us a side eye before dismissively cutting us off. Well, okay. Oh, hey. You've not only grown in height, Zichon. I see that your circle of friends has been growing too, just like mine. Are they new? Meow meow, bitches. Ducky, is that you or your cat? To call them friends was a very optimistic assessment on Honglu's part. Because the people who accompanied GX Zichon were all threateningly sizing us up like they were getting ready for a fight. You don't really think they're my friends, do you? I'm still far behind my older sibling anyway. I see. You know that some of us are still out here looking for you? I do. Oh, that reminds me. I ran into Jie earlier and had a quick chat with him. Huh? And you're still in one piece after running with that asshole? Still lucky as always, huh? I think back to the first time we met this Jie. His venomous words, that contemptuous look he gave us as we lay there dying. It seems that moment was embellished into a pleasant, quick chat in Honglu's memory. My last servant was a bum. Did you kill Ducky? Either that or the interaction was what counts as a quick chat for Honglu. Zichon, we overheard that this is a pretty dangerous place. People have it going missing around here. Why don't you and your friends go find somewhere safe to take refuge in? I can't tell if you're trying to be funny or if you're genuinely worried for me. Listen, my naive brother. I got here first, okay? Earlier than you and your faction. I mean your second-rate minions. Is this making sense to
나도
you?
라만차랜드
I'm here to
토벌
take part in the
참가자야.
eradication of La
이
Mancha Land.
장소가 어떤지는
I'm pretty
어떤
sure I have better
장소인지는
intel on this place than you.
참가자라니? 시춘.
Who's Ducky?
네가
Your,
이런 걸 참가할
your
필요는
last
없지 않니?
servant, I get.
토벌
Kitty.
현상금이 필요할 리도 없고.
You are? But why would you take part in something like this? It's not like you need the reward money, right?
당연하지.
Yeah, you don't
오빠도
say.
그런
And I doubt
푼돈이나
you're in it
누리고
for some
여기까지
pocket
기어들어온
money
건
either.
아니야. 푼돈.
Pocket money, huh?
그렇지.
Sure.
푼돈.
Whatever pocket money.
그럼
Oh, then is it? Never
아니다.
mind. I don't think
너도
you and
왜
Mr. Ware are
지금
going to answer that
대답해줄 것
question
같진
anyway. Hungru's eyes momentarily diverted from his younger sister to her posse. There stood the long-haired man. He looked towards Jia Xichun as though he was asking for her permission, then walked towards us and bowed deeply and politely towards Hungru.
안녕하십니까.
It has been a while, young master.
와,
Wow,
오랜만이에요, 웨이
it's
씨.
been so long, Mr. Wei.
아직도
Still
시춘을
escorting
꼬이신가
Xichun,
보네요.
I see.
부족하지만
Yes,
여전히
I'm still in her
아가씨를
service,
모시고 있습니다.
despite my shortcomings.
안쪽은 위험할
I'm worried
수도
that it might be
있을 텐데.
too dangerous in there.
아, 시춘.
Why
우리랑
don't you
같이
tag along with
다니는
us,
건
Xichun?
어떻겠니?
Let's do this together.
여전하시군요.
Young master, I see that you're still yourself.
아니.
Forget that. Why don't you mind your own business and we go our separate
여기서
ways?
헤어진 가만 보니까
I can see that you and your friends have some real
그쪽들은
talent for
불필요한
striking
관심을
attention,
갖는 데에는
but I prefer to
제
keep
능력이
things discreet.
안에선
I'd prefer if you didn't
하지 않으면
embarrass
더
me there
좋다.
by talking to me or something.
시춘 네가 원한다면
Okay, if that's
그렇게.
what you want,
다시
Xichun.
만난다면
I thought you'd have gotten better after all this time,
적어도
brother.
전보다는
At least better than you were the last time we met.
그렇구나.
I see.
네 눈엔
I suppose I
아니었나
haven't
보네.
improved at all in your eyes.
지금
Maybe.
만난 게 나라서
Kitty, give Ducky
다행이더라.
his phone back.
다른 언니
Be a good kid and
오빠들이었으면
give him back his
그
phone.
곱상한 머리통이 이미 바닥을 뒹굴고 있었을 거니까.
You should consider yourself lucky that it's me who ran into you. If it was one of our older siblings, your pretty head would already be rolling in the dirt.
고마워.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Jake Xichun scowled and opened her lips as though she was about to shoot something back. But she thought better of it, turned around and left with her posse.
사이 좋은 가족은 의외로 흔치 않잖아. 그렇지?
Well, they say it's rare to see a happy family than it is to see an unhappy one.
왜
Don't
날
look
봐?
at me.
난
Never
그
once
개자식을
considered that
가족으로
dog my
생각 안 했어.
family.
아니.
No,
그게
but that's not what I.
뭘 쳐다보는 거지?
What are you looking at?
동이라도 바라나?
Expect me to back you up or something?
아이고.
Oh man.
여전히 변한 게 없네요.
I kinda ripped his heart out. Give him his heart back, Kitty, or no food for you. Just like old
예전에도
times.
저렇게 까칠했다는 거야.
Huh. So was she always that spiteful? Spiteful?
예전에도
No,
다른
no. Xichun has
형제들보다
always been
저를 더 잘
and still is
따랐거든요.
my most amicable
Xichun.
sibling. I must ask, or have cause to believe that I have misheard. Still is. Was it?
맞아요.
Yes.
저것이.
That was. Yisang's expression grew into a complicated mess of emotions as he looked to the ground, unable to speak further. Looks like they're
저
holding
안에서
some kind of
하려는
meeting in
이제
there.
저희도 들어가야
We
할
should
것 같아.
probably join them. I looked to where Sinclair was pointing at and saw a line of fixers walking into what appeared to be a makeshift command center. Yeah, we should. Fuck you mean only base donkey I can use here.
내가 나설 차례인가?
What do I get in turn? You get one piece of fucking what do cats like? I don't know. What foods do cats like? What food do cats like? You get 1 gram of chicken if you give Ducky their heart back. For those people accompanying Virgilius and
반가워서
Caron.
열심히 손은 들었는데
Damn,
봐주지도 않네.
not even a wave back, huh? No, this wasn't about Virgilius. Make it a kilogram. How about 2 grams? Let me fix my pants right again. There we go. Don Quixote is stood next to me. Fuck. How about 3 grams? Don Quixote, who stood next to me, was very gradually starting to hyperventilate. You okay, Don Quixote?
비정상적인 호흡
The
숫자의
gradual
시간,
acceleration of her
10분
breathing
전부터
patterns was
관찰되고
first observed
있었습니다.
10 minutes ago. If
생명에
not
지장이
reported,
있는
I suppose
상태는
no real risk in her health and
보고하지
well-being.
않았습니다.
호흡을 끝내는
I know a
법을
good way of
잘
dealing with
알고
a case of
있다.
hyperventilating. How about 4 grams? Yosha regarded me with a look that clearly and concisely communicated that she wanted to choke out Don Quixote. I tried my best to look away. Ishmael saw and stepped forward, sensing that Hiroshi was about to do something we would rather not have her do.
대신 말해드릴게요.
I can tell you what's going on.
하나 협회에서
That
온
fixers from the
해결사인가
Hana
보네요.
Association, the Hana Association is the one that's overseeing all fixer association activities, right? 100. How about 1 kilogram? I guess all the times Donkey went on impromptu fixer-related lectures weren't all for naught. I never paid much attention to it, but once you hear something enough times, those lectures just have a way of lodging themselves into your brain. A fixture from the Hana Association? I take it. Yippee! The name alone carried a lot of weight among other fixers. As the Hana Association fixer, dressed in pure white, walked into the room, they all slowly turned around to gaze upon her. And
붉은 시선도?
the red gaze too?
세상에
Holy
특수를
crap,
볼
a
줄.
color fixer here?
주목을 받는 게
Hey,
하나
looks like we've got another superstar here. Virgilius, who had somehow grown used to seeing after such a long period of traveling together, was commanding the attention of everyone in the room merely by his presence. That reminds me, I heard that Don Quixote was overwhelmed by sheer excitement when she saw Virgilius on the bus. I'm pretty sure she was on the verge of passing out from sheer joy of getting to work next to a color fixer.
이게 당연한 반응인 거죠. 베르길리우스 씨는
I guess this was to be
색을 부여받은
expected.
몇 안 되는 특색
Virgilius
해결사니까.
is one of the few fixers who has the honor of getting bestowed the title of a color.
다들 보고 있어? 맞아.
Chat, are you seeing
엄청나지?
this? Crazy, right?
붉은 시선도
Look,
봤어.
that's none other than the colored
그만큼 이
fixer
작전의
Red
규모가
Gaze himself in the
시시하진 않다는
flesh.
거지.
This is no mere backwaters backstreets operation we're talking
전에 내가
about.
프리뷰로 방송한
Remember
거
my
기억하지?
pre-game stream?
딴
I told you guys that it has
내가
to do
이 의뢰는
that it had to be more than
도시항공급
urban
그
nightmare.
이상일 거라니까.
Oh, you're worried about me?
아,
Guys, listen, all I
위험한
need
일이
is your
생기지 않을까?
support to
말세군 말세.
youngsters these days.
요즘 거-
Between cameras non-stop jabbering and Otis's tongue clicking, and even 3-second intervals. I wasn't sure which one of the two was more annoying. What the fuck was that? I did not remember typing those. Doki, I think your cats took your phone. Thankfully, weren't the only ones getting increasingly tired of Cameron's antics.
지금부터 이 회의장에서 하나 협회가 허가한
okay,
공식적인
damn, just
임무 기록령
okay.
촬영
What
외
is this, a
모든
normal
촬영
Monday for you,
행동은
Ducky?
금기로 명한다.
From this point onwards, any recording activity, save for official work-related recordings with prior authorization from the HANA Association, will no longer be permitted.
발각될 시
Should we be
해결사
caught in
협회에서
violation of
벌점을
this
부과할
decree,
예정이다.
the Fixer Association will be
벌점에 따라서는
levying
해결사
penalty
자격
points to your
정지,
name,
등급
and we
강등까지
who are gathered
이뤄지는 점.
here must be well aware of the
각 개인이 잘
consequences of
알고 있을
accumulating
것이다.
too many penalty points. Fixer license suspension, grade demotion.
여러분, 나는 아무래도
Well, Chad,
여기서 퇴장해야
seems
할
like
것
it's
같아.
the curtain call for
숭고하게
tonight's
싸우고
show.
나서 돌아올게.
I'll give them
아,
a valorous
같이
noble
저녁 식사를 하고
fight,
싶은 해결사들께
and I'll see you
꼭
guys
잊지
next
말아주고.
time.
오늘
Oh, and
저녁까지
don't forget about casting your votes for the fixture I want to have dinner with contest. It closes at midnight. I'm gonna piss. Bye. Bye bye, Ducky. The Hana fixers' cold declaration fell upon Camille and the fixers inside command tents like a heavy layer of snow. They all began hurriedly fidgeting with their devices, trying to put them back in their respective cases and bags. With that, the commotion inside the tent rapidly simmers down.
좋네요.
Serves them right.
저자는 당신네 사람 같은데
You there,
턱이
the one with
빠져 있는
an
것 같다만
apparently dislocated
괜찮은
jaw.
건가?
Appears to be a part of your group. Is she alright? The fixer from the Hana Association asks in another direction, glancing at Don Quixote. Don't mind her, she's always this way. Soon, a P Corp employee walked out in front of the fixers.
라만 차례인데 토벌
Right.
작전은
Round 4 against
이번으로
the
네
Mansion and
이 자리에 모인 모두들
I'm very glad to be here
대단히
to see
반갑습니다.
you all. As someone who's very happy to see us, he didn't so much as glance in our direction.
저는 피사 아카이빙 부서의
I'm
3등급
Class
기록직
3
과장
Documentation
알렉시오.
Staff Manager at T Corp
그리고
Archival Department. My name is Alessio,
저분은
and she is
이다.
Hannah.
아까 만났던
So,
채사라.
head manager
나는 그
Cesara isn't
정도는
here to brief
다른
us herself.
부장이 직접 나타날 정도의 자리는
Not
아니라는
wanting to
건가?
do her, not wanting to dirty her boots by coming all the way out here. I see.
자, 그럼 작전 브리핑을 시작하도록
Right
하겠습니다.
then, let's get on with the briefings, shall we? As we were all standing here and sharing our predictions, the employee who introduces himself as Alessio started loading up various images on the other monitor. 야.
뭘 거창하게 회의까지 해.
Do we really gotta go through all this bureaucracy?
아직 시작조차 하지 않았어.
The briefing is yet to even commence, however. Heathcliff lets out a loud, exaggerated yawn. The approachable glares of other fixers were so palpable that I could almost feel them prickling at my skin.
따로 앉고 싶네요.
Can we pretend we don't know him? Makes sense for me to feel like I'm something of a fixer myself, sitting here with all these people.
저는 말입니다.
Executive manager.
관리자님,
I have been
이곳과
led of numerous
비교도 아까울
operations
만큼
that would
큰
dwarf
작전의
this little
지위를 여러 번
skirmish. Numerous? I wanted to hear more about her story, but the mission's briefing was actually getting started. I decided to turn my table of curiosity. I decided to table my curiosity until
앞으로
later.
3시간 이내로 이곳에 등장하게 될 라만 차례들은 수십 명 이상의 해결사들이 토벌에
The
실패한
mansion and should only manifest
공식적인
here
도시
within the next
악몽입니다.
3 hours. It's an officially recognized urban nightmare class phenomenon. Dozens of fixers have attempted and failed to take it down.
잠시 희생자들을 위한
Fuck, I accidentally pressed again because I was dozing off. Hold on. We will now hold a moment of silence for its victims. Hi, Leziel. Don Quixote immediately cast her gaze downward with a graven expression. But I could count on, with my 10 fingers in a row, people who seem to be taking it even remotely seriously. God, grinding is so annoying. What are you grinding for, Leziel? Some fixers muttered amongst themselves that the victims were just fools who ran over their heads. Even I, with my endless naivete, could tell that none of the fixers really considered themselves victims. A light buzz of murmurs and idle chatter fills the silence. The look of boredom clear on the fixer's face as though they've heard it all before.
자, 이제 이
Now,
화면에
you may direct your
집중해
attention to the
주십시오.
screen. Hold on, chat. Give me a sec. I gotta take a shit really badly.
She was trying to open her window, then this happened.
I just made terrible muffins last night for my boyfriend. Look at this. Look at this. Should muffins move like that? Poppy, don't eat that.
This dog is having the best birthday ever.
Milky Bear's so sick of that log truck noise. He's trying to hide from it.
This kid had a live audience for his bike tricks.
What you do is you put it right here in your foot, and you strategically kick it, but it's got to go as far as the aluminum out there. And that's right? That's pretty far. Can you kick it that far? Maybe. You try it. How far you can kick it? Hard as you can.
I think this parrot has serious attachment issues.
I just love my new pet parrot. It's got beautiful red wings and it's got a nice beak. The eyes are really beautiful too, and I love it. It's just so.
¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa?
This dog really said work smarter, not harder. Her horn wasn't working, so she had to improvise.
Yeah, do this way.
Yeah, just no. Keep point your finger.
Ringo hears harmonica for the first time.
This honey looks and sounds so satisfying.
Miranda. 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 Ah.
I used to do hurdles back when I did track in high school. That's why what you're witnessing here, you see that flexibility I'm giving right here? That's that flexibility right there. That was I would have jumped it if I could have done a run, I would have got through easy.
Yo, who the took my clothes out of the laundry and stuffed them all in a shirt? What are we doing?
Serious?
This is what the inside of a manhole looks like.
Oh, you all right? Just try again. Just try again. Try again.
He took a major risk here.
See that wire dangling right mid? Okay, low and quick. Get weak or a bad one. Ooh.
There's something super bothersome about that. I have OCD, and that me off. Who installed that window?
so I guess rope swinging in movies isn't so unrealistic. For Thai New Year, they celebrate by having big water fights, and these police officers decided to join in.
And I'm back. Sorry for taking so long, chat. I had to you know, give myself ready special, if you know what I mean. Take the hose, shove it up your ass, jiggle it around a little, and blast my anus full of boiling hot water. The usual, normal stuff. Hey Raddy, big news! Ooh, what's the news, Nonathy? Let me see. Where's the news? I'm gonna tell Raddy to peg you. Let's go! Go to the viewer, on God! Sorry, now, please, yes, please, I want it, now, please, yes, do it. Now, if I might direct your attention to the screen. Several low-resolution images began to load on the display. It is speculated that the origin of La Mancha land dates back 200 years in the past, by conservative estimates. This has been determined based on photographic evidence and the level of decay of the buildings and materials retrieved and analyzed from the phenomenon. However, La Mancha land was largely unknown and invisible to the public until 2 months ago. The raw material that makes up this amusement park is... We know this already, just get on with it. P Corp has a responsibility to share sufficient information to all participants of the submission. And like I said, we all have more than sufficient information. Got that? Let's stop wasting time and... You seem to be under a rather severe misconception. Of course, I'm sure some of my present company are consummate professionals with the skill and grit most people wouldn't dare scoff at. But the truth is, most of you are other, common as muck, painfully average, garden variety, bargain bin fixers, who are most likely going to meet their dirt-filled miserable ends or stuck on urban nightmare duty their whole careers. That's all you'll ever be. Most of you will fall by the wayside before this path leads you anywhere, even passing significance, let alone joining the rank of grade 1 fixers like myself. Some, maybe one or two of you, may make it a grade 1, sure, but I can guarantee that you won't even dare dream of getting anywhere near the Red Gaze's greatness. Maybe your best would be the honor of dying next to him, feeling the great disparity between yourselves and those who are on the top of the city. The grin on the fixer's face is quickly faded away as a boisterous fixer fell dead silent. Blimey, so that Han fixer is almost right up there with a guide, eh? At least somewhere right beneath his level. Yes, Yet the Red Gaze shan't be outdone by a mere grade 1 fixer. So know your places and pay attention to the briefing. Thank you for your cooperation. Now let's see. The reason for La Mancha's appearance here is yet to be explained, though its influences still confined to the back streets. The uniqueness of La Mancha possesses a tangible threat to P Corp merely by its existence. Yeah, totally, dude. The local housing market hit rock bottom and continued to crash, didn't it? The fixer from earlier, the one who tried to stop us from entering the scene before scuttling away, slowly stood up to us and began chatting us up. Most of us ignored him, but Honglu responds to him in a kindly voice. Oh, is that right? Yeah, it was insane when that thing showed up for the first time. It appeared in the middle of a dense population center. It was like 2 hells in one. All that screaming, all that blood, and 2 hells in one. What a beautiful phrasing. While P-Corp buildings are well known for their elasticity, so they got all bent along the newly manifested phenomenon. They didn't like crumble or anything. Anyways, when La Mancha suddenly appeared there, blitzing and pushing away all the buildings that used to be there, people got crushed between, and a bunch of buildings got bent. There were really a lot of survivors for something so devastating, all thanks to P-Corp's singularity, which kept people inside the buildings safe. They set up a 3-kilometer radius buffer zone limiting construction of the area where it manifests, but just 3 kilometers?
특이점을 활용한 건물들은 신축성이 높아서 그 안에만 있으면
Things utilizing P-Corp's singularity have a very high level of elasticity, meaning that buildings made using their technology are very unlikely to collapse or fall apart in response to shock. It is probable that they have decided that it would be safe enough to let the periphery of La Mancha land slightly overlap with the residential zone. Well, you know what they say, P-Corp can make a safe home anywhere. So imagine the shock when all that disaster happened. Their only claim to fame crumbled. The faith in their technology grown shaky. No wonder the real estimate market crashed through the rock bottom around here. I mean, it was so bad that the locals banded together and stormed La Mancha and pickets and all. So that's what those banners are about, huh? As you can all see, La Mancha land presents itself as an extravagantly decorated amusement park. One of the most commonly heard testimonies from the report state that there is an 8-kilometer range radius from the epicenter, in which people have been hearing disembodied music of sorts. Several curious civilians, drawn by the music, approached it. Most of them are yet to return. Radhi, don't want to get out of bed. Get out of bed, Nune. Give me motivation. Get out of bed and Donkey will let you crack. Is it possible that this music holds hypnogenic qualities? That is indeed a possibility we won't be running out. Too many visitors have ignored the obvious warning signs and perimeter tapes to call it a coincidence, possibly erring it on the side of caution. We and the relevant individuals will be equipping ourselves with earplugs. Finally out of tuition. Hi Red Gaze. I don't want Donkey though, Red Gaze. Fine. Then if you get out of bed, Red Gaze will let you crack. What must we do once this La Mancha land materializes? Once you enter its perimeters, you'll have to ready yourselves for imminent combat. There aren't any candy pirators giving away balloons, no amusement park employees popping popcorns, no staff members greeting you with a welcoming song. Only blood fiends. Huh? Blood fiends? They're real? Haven't you heard about the Blood Red Knight? That infamous darkless city? Some people say that the Blood Red Knight was actually a really powerful blood fiend. Yeah, and people say a lot of stuff. You know how rumors spread in the city, but it wasn't anything too crazy once you got down to it. The rumors? You never know how resilient, how devastatingly powerful and stubborn the Blood Red Knight was. You ignoramuses do not have the right to talk about that thing so lightly. Leave me alone. I'm looking at Umamus Mayuri. Holy peak. You know what? You gotta pass this one time. You can stay in bed if you keep looking at Umamus Mayuri. As soon as you stop, you have to get up though. But I forgot just how long the Noel stories are in part 1 of Canto 7. Yeah, it's been like 3 hours total of me streaming. I'm only just getting to 7-6. Yes. The only thing you'll find in there are blood bags and the blood fiends that turn them, sharpening their fangs to fill their ravenous hunger with your blood. Oh, here's a detail I was going to share earlier before I was cut off. The raw material that makes up every structure within La Mancha land is human blood. Human blood dating back over 200 years in the past. Blood fiends can make amusement parks out of blood? Oh, now I'm looking forward to this. If it's only blood fiends we'll find in there, I'm sure they waste no time making mincemeat out of the greenhorns.
전에 이스도 호수에서 저렇게 말했던 것 같은데.
Canto 7 is just Canto 8 light if you think this is too much too fucking... How long is Canto 8 then? How do you suck bloodsuckers? Bloodsucker has booby or cock. Put mouth around booby or cock and suck. I don't know, it's hard to understand there, Bruce Lee. So hi, new chatter, yippee, welcome in. My name's Raddy, and I go by she, her, by the way, and I'm playing Canto 6 right now. Is that how all fixers talk? The way that guy's talking about blood fiends reminds me a lot of how Ishi used to talk about the Great Lake. You can't blame us for being on edge all the time when the smallest mistakes will cost us our lives. Not to mention how irritating it was when others, who don't even understand the dangers, are dozing off like there's no tomorrow. I didn't doze. I was some salt who's been constantly stepping on my foot. What's a nice weather today, huh? It was Sinclair who was stepping on his foot, at the rather forcible behest of Ishmael, but I held my silence. The last thing I wanted was to have the two of them bickering again. Gang, that's Canto 7, not 6. Did I say Canto 6 or Canto 7? But yeah, I'm playing Canto 7. 6-7! If you suck bloodsuckers, you'll get bloodsucker viruses. Honestly, that's a-okay with me, buddy. You underestimate my freakiness. Anyway, if you manage to survive for 6 hours within La Mancha Land, music announcing the closure of the park will start playing. You're able to cross-reference this fact from testimonies of every fixer and civilian who managed to make it out alive. Once the exit song starts playing, you'll have 30 minutes to exit La Mancha Land. Should you fail to do so, you'll be trapped inside La Mancha Land until it manifests here again, effectively putting you in an endless battle against the Blood Fiends. If anyone even survives that long. There also were eyewitness reports where some fixers identified missing people aboard certain amusement park rides, but that's an important detail for those who are present. Based on the testimonies and reports from those survivors, we've been able to establish a map of the Mancha Land comprised of 4 separate areas. No one has yet to make it to the final area, which is located here. However, we were able to identify that a certain device in each area, Area 1, 2 and 3 respectively, had to be activated first in order to unlock the final area. The devices within Area 1 and 2 have been activated in the past, but no one has managed to activate the one in Area 3 just yet. Understood. I suppose we should beeline it to Area 3 to save some time then? No. It appears that the device is reset when the Mancha Land disappears. In other words, we have to divide and conquer, team up with other fixers, choose an area to tackle. I see. Split up, activate our respective devices, and rendezvous to the final area. Assuming that every team successfully activates the device they're responsible for. Correct. We suspect that the key to solving the La Mancha Land problem lies within its final area. Is there something you'd like to share? Isn't it funny? We have to activate some kind of device in each section of the Mancha Land to unlock the final area. It's kind of like a game, isn't it? Like they're giving those who dare to challenge the might of the Mancha Land stages to beat, conditions to fulfill. How should we know what the Blood Fiends are thinking? Those monsters are born twisted. Hannah, we have something we'd like to confirm. The Way Association is here to rescue our client, not for the eradication award. Don't you mean the Way and the Sync? Don't leave me out. Therefore, the Way and the Sync have no reason to enter the 3 areas to activate those devices. I suppose you could take over here for the sake of accuracy. Oh, sure. Right. I'm sure y'all have your own reasons for being here, yes? Therefore, we at P Corp set up an eradication dividend fund, which means that we will be giving out reward money based on how much you have contributed to the eradication of La Mancha land. Assuming a successful outcome, that is. If your goal isn't eradication of La Mancha land, then feel free to roam on your own to fulfill your respective contracts. As long as you acknowledge that you won't be receiving any payout from the fund upon the successful completion of this expedition, you're free to do as you will. However, we would also like to request that you submit a copy of that contract so that we are aware of its details.
확인했다.
Understood.
회의가 끝나면
We'll
바로
hand it
제출토록
over as soon as this meeting adjourns. Speaking of which, I'd like to take this opportunity to declare something. If you, and I mean any of you, intend to ride our coattails to pilfer more of that reward than you deserve, I'll hunt you down too. Got that? Ladies and gents, I can attest that he isn't one for empty threats. Can't promise that I'll be able to stop him. He sure is intense. I understand that a lot of money hinges on this contract. However, remember that our primary objective remains to minimize casualties and prevent further disparance. Leave some of that selfishness behind for the greater good. Fine, I'll cooperate, if that's even possible. The Hannah fixers did not contradict him. She was the kind of person who wouldn't hesitate to put her foot down. She could have easily forced us into cooperating, but it seemed that she wouldn't keep us from infighting if it did come to that. Don Quixote was the only one passionately nodding along to her advice. So who is going with who? And to which area? Zichun, Hunglu's little sister, who had been listening quietly to the briefing, raised her hand with a question. You'll be assigned to teams and areas based on our internal databases of your individual capabilities, potentials, and alignment. Zichun, out of the fucking way. No, we want both of them. I like both. Both is good. Oh, also Radhi Yanonati. Thank you, son Oma. What Oma Nonati? My head's starting to hurt. Why do I have headaches now? I think you saw a character that is actually Oma. Which one? But I recall. Why is there a Charon plushie in the corner? Because why not Bruce Lee? We the people love Charon. So we should probably avoid overcrowding, huh? Such as settling as a group of dozen or so people, for example. We intend to avoid bottlenecking too many people in the same area. She is not hiding her disdain at all, huh? Well, it's not like we wanted to tag along. If there are no further questions, I'll be assigning you onto teams and area pairs. Hold! Every single fixer in the room whipped around to look at Don Quixote at her bellowing roar. Perhaps it was the sheer fervor in her voice, or perhaps they were simply annoyed by her asking that one last question when the boring briefing was almost over. Oh please, don't tell me this is actually happening. Oh, that actually woke me up this time. No, this might be the best time to go back to sleep, but would have resulted in a summary execution back in the day. Okay, and the question is, alright, it appears that the information of the greatest importance is missing from the briefing. It is? A moment, please. Alicia began flipping through the briefing, flustered. When shall the rescue operation for the victims of the cerebral amusement park begin? I believe that an operation of such grand scale may be difficult to accomplish only with the help of sirs and ladies from the Sway and Sync associations. Wait, is that like a character playing or something? That's not mainstream at all. I like it. I gotta say, being a character is a bit old-fashioned. At least I know that my viewers won't enjoy something like that. It appears that there has been some misunderstanding. Our contract has nothing to do with rescuing the visitors, let alone all of them. Our contract is a search and rescue operation for a specific visitor, requested to us by our client. Then, whoever shall make up the rescue party for the rest of its victims. Is she for real? Where'd these idiots come from? Dude, let me see. Unless you have been specifically constructed to rescue someone, I recommend that you pursue the missing persons file for the rewards. Yet, it is not the promise of rewards that I desire. So many valiant victors are gathered here, yet not one taketh up the role of a rescuer. Prithee, victor of this way, art thou not one of this way? One of those who call themselves your shield? Yeah, their shields and all. Their shields are right. The iron shields of whoever enters an official contractual agreement with them. Yeah, I forgot I had to end this. Give me a sec. Fuck, wrong thing. There we go. Each group has more than one line in this canto. One Canto 10, Canto 9 releases. Hi, it's a fixer mustn't wager their own life on shallow promises on a shallow promise of capital. Pray tell, when did the Fixer Association abandon honor for greed? Oh jeez. Okay, okay, that's enough playing around. You even have any idea who you're talking to? I am very well aware, young camel of Zinc Association, Section 3, frequent feature of the Fixers Monthly Magazine. Currently number 7 in the Fixers I Want to Have Dinner With contest. Huh. So you know you're... Wait, I'm only number 7? Well, that's not important right now. If you're so knowledgeable about Fixers, then I'm sure you know this as well. That I, as a Fixer of the Zinc Association, I'm not one to waste breath on mere words. When we want to settle something or make statements, we duel. An official duel to the death. Then, wilt thou heed mine words? Should I best me in a duel? What? Should I best thee in a duel? Wilt thou swear in thine honor that thou shalt assist us in a rescue mission for those who have gone missing? Wait, are you seriously challenging me to a... No. I, Don Quixote, perforce shall not so lightly forsake my creed. I hereby challenge thee to a duel. Things were quickly starting to spiral out of control. Almost panicking, I glanced towards Virgilius. But I couldn't read his expression. He was simply staring at us in that inscrutable silence. Silence that almost felt like warmth. Somehow, I found myself getting more intimidated by this outright anger. Okay then, I'll end the briefing here. It can be determined from prior experience that it will not be possible to stop the presently developing situation. Pupils dilated, brows furrowed at a steep angle, clear refusal to heed any external input. Our attempts to coax her will not be met with any meaningful response. So she's lost it. And I neglected to mention this earlier at the end of the plot, Dante. On account of the lack of prying eyes, I recommend against turning your clock when the eyes of every fixer participating in this case are watching us intently, especially for a duel in which there is very little benefit to gain. This includes summoning identities from different worlds or the use of ego. Well, yeah, but it's not like we won't be using them once we get inside, right? I don't see what's wrong with... Just as I was trying to convince Faust otherwise, Don Quixote stepped in and resolutely shook her head. Nay, worry, 'tis an unnecessary crutch. But seriously? A duel against a member of the Zinc Association must be fair and just. Never did I intend to borrow thy strength, manager Esquire, for this hallowed battle of mine. Fine. Sucks that I don't have my fans out here to watch me mop the floor with you, but I'm sure that someone here will spread the story by word of mouth. Won't throw my gauntlet out of pity. En garde, petite noire. damn, that's just a one-on-one.
아비들도 매번 이런 식이었다.
Right, fade, or hold on, let me read him real quick. Passives. Turn start to this unit speed is faster than targets, gain 1 pierce damage up. Turn end, heal 7 SP, and gain 1 haste, equal to poison self over 4. Next turn, max 3. Use salute if target is staggered. When using a skill against the same slot, this unit successfully hit last turn. Gain the following effect based on the number of consecutive turns it successfully hit in this slot. Resets if this unit failed to attack last turn. 1 consecutive hit, flash power +1. 2 consecutive hits, base power +1. 3 consecutive hits, base power +1, command power +1. And then the rest is normal. Skills, inflict, declare duel, Camille. A crash between the unit that inflicted declare duel and the unit with the status. The declare has +1 class +1 flash power on hit. The declare gains 1 haste next turn. Expires when the unit inflicts declare duel on a different turn. Replace one of the unit inflicts it. 5 poise, 2 poise count, and everything else is unmatched. So I might invade this turn just to avoid the damage.
히, 클과, 신, 어에 이어 짜증나는 시선이 늘었군. 앞으로 한 번만 더 기분 나쁜 눈빛으로 내 검을 힐끔힐끔 쳐다보면
There we go.
그때 예외 없이 뭐
Oh yeah, Don Quixote won that.
네, 뭐 내려라 모자를
Okay, there we go, there we go.
응? 왜 그딴 표정으로 쳐다보는 거지?
And those two get offset.
설마 내가 그 로싱나
Why is the description just one orange shirt zombie and fishes and the others are just normal zombies? Huh? Wait, let me check. I think I forgot to edit it. I don't see an orange shirt zombie on mine, but that's just the layout I have for it. If you like expand it, there's a bunch of stuff there.
왜 그딴 표정으로 쳐다보는 거지? 설마 내가 그 로싱나 이희돈 홍처럼 온순해졌을 거라
Go.
기대했나? 출진이다!
Fuck. 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 Well, here's where you forgot to take out true ideas.
나 또한 염원하던 것을
Wait, this wasn't a scripted loss? I'm supposed to actually win?
아비들을 내 손으로 죽이지도 못했고 소중했던 무언가를 지켜내지도 못했어. 이까지 상처로는
Never mind, I guess. Is it even possible to win against him? 'Tis but a light wound. Thou art sorely mistaken if thou truly believest that manager that such meager wounds could. That was definitely more than just a light wound. It was outright crippling, if not fatal. Himmel wasn't all talk after all. He moved at impressive speed and precision, living up to his boasts. Now you can't beat him, damn. I couldn't bear to look at Don Quixote squirm in pain, but turning the clock here would leave an even greater wound in her heart. 'Tis not the end. What a waste of my blade. I'd rather not have others hear of this duel. I think I'm bullying some poor amateur. Even if you somehow beat him, you still failed. Why? That's not fucking fair. That's enough, Camel. It's no crime to wish for the safety of all victims. Yeah, but her attitude needs correction. Spotting nonsense like that, not knowing who she is talking to. Fix this, honor that, justice, and doesn't she know that's all just... That's enough shenanigans. Let's not all waste our strength before even stepping foot into La Mancha land. Cause further trouble and I would put a stop to it myself. La Mancha land ETA in approximately 1 hour. After an hour from now, the phenomenon may appear at any moment. Please remain in proximity to your teams in case of an emergency. Plot armor, just Kim Ji-hoon's thing. Streamer as fuck. What luck, red guys? Like, not Ishi. Donkey had her ass handed to her. The momentary kerfuffle came to a close. Thanks to the Han Association's intervention. Yeah. And only silence and occasional groans of pain from Don Quixote filled the empty lot. Let's get back inside. I can't stare my clock in front of so many people.
아직 끝나지 않았다네.
Fuck, my internet's dying again, chat. What is this? Let me stream in peace, god damn it. Okay, hopefully it gets better. Okay, it's better now. Yippee. Oh, is Raddy fighting the streamer guy? Yeah, and I just finished fighting him. How does this make you feel, Raddy? It's bullshit. I'm low-key getting kinda tired, plus I have to go real soon, so this might be the last note for today. But, well, does anybody else want to take a quick stroll around the empty lot while we wait? Go sleep, lad. Yeah, I'll sleep after this. No, Noni. After nervously looking around the room, Roger tried to leave the tent, but Virgilia stopped her. No, no, stay. I have something important to share. Oh, come on. Can't you give her a moment? Can't you give her a moment? At least until the mission is over with? I know the last really botched it this time, but nothing came of it in the end, did it? The company has some exclusive information they'd like to share with you. That is the only reason I asked you to stay. Sir, Lord Redgaze, earlier, what I had done, I won't hold it against you, so be quiet and pay attention. Oh, Redgaze, the illustrious, I swear to pledge mine undying loyalty to thee. Virgilius produced a small tablet and began loading something up on the screen. The one who will now brief us on this exclusive intelligence cannot be with us in person, due to personal reasons. She wanted me to tell you that she regrets having to deliver the information remotely via this device. Hello? 1, 2, testing. Am I coming through? Huh? Didn't the HANA fixer ban any unauthorized recordings or video feeds earlier? Of course, but we've received prior authorization. Besides, P-Corp is already recording the conversations of every participant in this mission. That just sounds like a roundabout way of saying you've got us all bugged. Gregor saying bug, the buggy man. Oh, Raddy, there she is. There, who is? Of course, the authorization was not free. We had to convince him that this information would be pertinent to capturing the entity of origin at La Mancha land. Moses? Oh shit! LCD, on-site investigative reasoning team leader, Moses here. I've been studying and investigating the distortion phenomenon for a long time, and that reminds me, we did have a quick call with someone from the LCD back when. She had a pretty bubbly personality though. I think her name was... Hey, it's me again, Ezra. It's been a while. Yo, Ezra's really cute too. Adding more hags to my collection. Soon I will have them all. Hunting blood fiends this time, huh? Don't tell me you're about to jump head first into that business without even asking the our team leader. I'm telling you now, she used to bust plenty of blood fiend types back in the day. You tell him how you used to whip him, boss. You go shh on that smoking pipe and what's where and... Well, yes. I do have some experience in investigating and battling blood fiends. I've even met one of the blood fiend's elders, also known as the first kindreds.
잠깐만요.
Wait, one of the first kindreds? Let's see, the one who fought last time was a sixth kindred and a seventh kindred. Well, I don't want to waste your time by talking your ear off about what happened that day, so I'll get straight to the point. That's a nice module update you got. Wait, hold on. Were you in my chat before the module update, Bruce Lee? To be honest, I don't remember you. If so, then welcome back. And thank you so much. No, then what do you mean by nice module update then? Also, oh yeah, before I forget, wait, fuck. I need the Discord invite. Please. Boom. Join the Discord. Gang, your old mother is on your old stream thumbnails. Oh yeah, I forgot about those. Dost thou slay the first kindred? Of course not. Yeah, cause you weren't easy on him, I tell ya. No, the blood fiend took mercy on me. My meeting wasn't as bloody as the scene you might be imagining at the moment. In fact, she was generous enough to give me a place to sit. We even had a moment to converse. What? The blood fiend gave you a seat? You expect me to believe that shite? Hey, rude! You do not talk to the our team leader like that, capiche? I don't understand that the public's perception of blood fiends is far from amicable. But I do know that at least some of them, including the elder I met, wish for a peaceful coexistence with humans. Back then, I used to be able to state with absolute certainty that the blood fiends weren't special. They were no different from the distortions I'd faced in the past. Those walls of blood splashing inside their pupils were my evidence, but when I shared this thought with the elder, he did not confirm nor deny my assertions. Chat, are these two in any of the games? If so, I need to play it. They're so fucking cute, I love them. I need them. I need to add Moses to my collection and Elsa to my collection too, my other collection. But now, I would like to make a correction to my prior theory. Good morning, Spirit here. Doesn't matter the time of day, everyone will get a good morning. Hi Britannias. Good morning. But now, I would like to make a correction to my prior theory. Blood fiends cannot be explained only through the simple lens of viewing them as distortions. All new viewers, Red Gaze. Britannias isn't a new viewer though, they're a returning viewer. Did you ate the microphone? Yes, I did. There's stickers. Read! You need to read, but I don't want to read. These are from an official comic called Distortion Detective. Oh, let's go? Hold on, let me look that shit up real quick. The Distortion Detective. Come on, load! Wait, no, not a comic, I misremembered. Wait, holy shit, I can read this all? Let me see this. Novel with some in it. So it's a light novel then. Nice. Can I buy it physical? Is there a physical version of the Distortion distortion detective? If there is, I am immediately copying it. Damn, it's only available in Korean, never mind. The essence is similar to that of a distortion, yes. However, we eventually drew the conclusion that the blood fiends cannot be filed under that category. Our attempt to resolve a blood fiend, as one does a distortion, failed. Studies into their true origin are currently underway. If your team is looking into the blood fiends, I suppose you have some publicly unavailable information to share with the rest of us. I just randomly have a question for some reason. Ask away, Bruce Lee. Yes, I suppose we do. I noticed on the video feed that Moses intently yet briefly stared at Otis before continuing with her briefing. Maybe they knew each other from somewhere. Which brings us to this. The following is what we learned about kindreds of true blood fiends, those in the same vein as the ones you've already encountered. I'm not talking about the ones that manifested as distortions after the White Knight and Dark Days incident, mind. If a kid insulted the middles her like Ricardo, so they deserve a punishment. The middle never forgets, Bruce Lee. The Book of Vengeance awaits ye. As I said that the primogenitor, the very first blood fiend, wielded unimaginable power and could embrace countless humans and turn them into their kindred. However, starting from the kindreds of the first generation after the primogenitor, which are referred to as the first kindreds, they were restricted to creating only two kindreds of a lower generation in their long existences.
가족을 무분별하게 만드는 건 있을 수 없는 일이어서 그렇대. 이거 내가 그린 거야. 잘 그렸지.
Something about how they can't just create families willy-nilly or something like that. I drew this chart, by the way. Not half bad, huh? Yeah. I think that Pisatka was pretty disappointed about choosing Shasha as his kindred. Plus, I see inaccuracies in your statement difficult to correct due to their egregious nature. When a blood fiend of a higher generation creates a lower generation kindred, the one that embraced them is called a higher kindred, but the one that's been embraced is called a lower kindred. It is often the case that kindreds higher up the bloodstream wield a much greater power than the ones beneath them. You started your sentence with the conditional "it is often the case." Therefore, it cannot be interpreted as a statement that there are cases in which it's not the case. You're right on the money! Just like how each distortion is different, blood fiends are also different in ways. But our team leader will explain. Yes. Each blood fiend's powers and idiosyncrasies often vary depending on the higher blood fiend's abilities. However, it is usually impossible for a lower blood fiend to revolt against someone high bloodstream, while there is no physical barrier stopping them. There is an intense psychological barrier preventing them from doing so. Like a parent on their child, huh? Yes, like parents on their children. Considering they even call one another with familiar terms such as father, mother, and child. It is no mere metaphor. That is why they call such acts of revolt going against the bloodstream filial impiety. What about a baby insulted the middle's hair? The middle punishes everyone, Bruce Lee. Even a fetus shall be awaited by the Book of Vengeance. Just as how blood becomes your axis of value judgment, so does this idea of being the inviolable relationship between family members gets imprinted into their core being, into the core of their very being. Upon being turned, blood fiends experience the extreme level of twist in their moral judgment.
제일 아래에 있는 피주머니들도
And that's why the blood bags are at the bottom rung of the family tree. While I still think the middle has the best aesthetics, after the most recent parts of this, I'm honestly starting to like the ring better than the middle, huh? I'm guessing Canto 9 and 9.5 are focused on the ring then. Also, shit, bitrate has gone to shit again. It's not just you, Goldfish. But bye bye, see you next time. And it's the odds. I think it's getting worse. Is it? Should be good enough to try and finish the stream before it dies. Blood bags are a different story. Blood fiends and blood bags are the furthest two groups of beings could be from family. Dregs that fail to become kindreds to blood fiends. They are quite literally portable bags of blood to replenish themselves at times of need. Detective, I mean, team leader. You should mention this too, you know, when you snap their necks and smash them into water. Yes. Blood fiends have an irrationally extreme fear of water. Water doesn't physically harm them. Every blood fiend I have seen thus far has been afraid of it. Why the fuck are they afraid of water, chats? Or is that spoiler? Huh? Sounds like an easy solution then. Can't we just spray them with water to keep them off our backs? Since you're about to visit their den that's crawling with blood fiends, good luck finding even a drop of water in there. Oh, and I was informed that one of you can sense a distortion. I learned this through unofficial channels, but I still wish to share. Glad to know there's someone else out there who understands this particular sensation. I'd very much like to meet you in person one day. Real shame we can't be there to see it for ourselves. Are there any famous flexers there? I heard earlier that the stupid camel kid will be there too. Kick his ass for me, won't ya? I tried to put a prank on him, but the bastard banned me from the chat. Well, he already kicked one of our asses. Oh, Vespa, come on, I told you to hold the line. It appears that they are partaking in quite the activity themselves. I think we can end the call here, Moses. Very well. Got any last words of advice? Any last words? I once heard that some kindred higher up the bloodstream have overcome their fear of water. Blood eventually does get thicker than water after all. Now let's see if there's anything I left out. I must advise against underestimating their bloodlust, because no matter how hungry for blood you think they are, they will be worse. What's that supposed to mean? With her last words, which left us wondering what they were supposed to mean, the call dropped. Well chat, that's going to be all for today. Thank you all for stopping on by. Be safe, be happy, be hydrated, be horny, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.